If we not met, my name is Gospel Emiara, and I help you find clarity in your goals and dreams, helping you to achieve far much more than you can ever thought achieving if you had done it all by yourself. So you can see me kind of like your own personal co-pilot, helping you as you grow your finances. Today, I was actually going to do this later on, but anyway, let's do it now. But broke people, broke people cannot bless other people. No, they can't. No, they cannot. Now, there's a big fat difference between poor and a broke person. Yes, there is. So, in my opinion, now not many people will agree with me, but I don't. Yeah, I don't. That's their opinion. But my opinion, people that live in the Western world are not poor. In my opinion, well, many of them are not poor, shall I say. To me, what poor is you living in the slums. When I say slums, you're living in like a hut, right? That is made with mud and all that. You don't have drinking water. You have to trek miles to get drinking water. And that water that you even get is filled with mud. You don't know where your next meal will be. You don't know when your next meal will be. That's if you were lucky enough to have one meal already. You don't know where you're going. In fact, the thought of electricity is like, wow, to you. That to me is being poor. And the thing is, though, those people, it's not their choice to be poor. It was where they were born. They did not. They did not ask to be poor. They did not ask to be born there. And again, many of them, the government is also playing a huge part because they are not taking care of the people. So when I hear someone in the Western world say that they are poor, this is what I think. Now, they might be saying that they are poor. And yeah, okay, those people might be poor because they are being oppressed by people in the community right there. And so that oppression is really keeping them from progressing. So for instance, places that have this payday loan and the sharks people there, they, they, they charge them so much unbelievable interest and they are there stuck in that situation. This is where sometimes I might get a bit like, I might sound like I'm being insensitive, but this is where now I'll say that in that situation, that person being in that poverty situation is now a mindset kind of poverty. Because if you're in the Western world, there are resources all around you. They're coming out of everywhere. Resources, free resources out there to support and help people out of such situations. And when someone doesn't take a hold of that or does not recognize that this is help, it's got to be the mindset of that person that is now kicking there. And that's why I say sometimes this happens to people that feel really oppressed because they've been either emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, or sexually, physically abused that they don't even have. They're not even in the right state to just muscle up the strength to get up and seek help or anything like that. And their thinking is just so foggy. And now that will to me will be they are poor in their mindset. Not so much that they are like really like poverty stricken, then that's it for them. Right. I'm not sure if you're understanding me, but to me, someone that is super poor is someone that maybe has been born from a place, the third world country, that has just just with corrupt government, corrupt everything, and that they cannot even afford one meal at all. Clothes they don't have, and they are seeking help from other people, really. That's if they will get it. And once in a while, those people too tend to be oppressed as well. So they have this, they don't have anything, and yet people are now oppressing them on top of that. And you could say that, okay, that also is a mindset, but to me, I think it's different because in their surroundings, perhaps they don't even have resources around there. There are villages in third world countries that things don't get to them as well. Anyway, I'm digressing because it's not what I wanted to talk about. So to me, I think people should know the difference between someone that is poor, poor, real poor, and someone that is broke. Now, somebody that is broke, to me, means the person has a job, they get paid for that job that they do, but they choose to not be good stewards of the income that they earned because they're trying to, I don't know, impress people. They're impressing people that don't even like them. That's the bit that baffles my brain cells, right? So being broke, living beyond their means. They live beyond their means to impress people they don't even like, that don't even care about them at all, right? That leads them to now be in a situation where now they have to now, I don't know, borrow more money, borrow more money to keep that lifestyle or to carry on flexing and showing off that, yes, they've got, no, but they're broke. They're broke. They don't know how to be good stewards of their money. Because look, we're all in this world. We've all been given things. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness, the world and all the things around us have been given to us. So take care of it. How the job that you've got, should be grateful that you have that job because someone out there has been trying to get that job, but they cannot get the job. And you have that job, you have income coming in, but you don't know how to manage the money well, right? You're spending it on things that don't even matter. You need to take care of your four walls. I've talked about this. Four walls are food, shelter, transportation, and utilities. You take care of that. I stopped adding clothing because clothing to me is a luxury. Because there are people, like I mentioned, the poor people, those that don't have enough, cannot afford clothes. So your necessity, you need your house to have shelter. If you've got shelter, you're a zillionaire to some people's eyes. If you've got a mode of transportation, you need that to take it to the job that you're going to do. Take care of that. So make sure you have money for petrol to fill your car to take you to your workplace. Make sure that is sorted. Make sure you've paid your rent or your mortgage. Make sure you're taking care of your utility bills. So therefore, your lights, your zillionaire, if you've got lights in somebody's eyes, if you've got water, you're living large, right? So if you've got gas to cook, and then you also have electricity, oh my goodness, you're a trillionaire in someone's eyes. Because look at you having electricity plus gas as well. And then you've got water coming out of a fossil, coming out of your tap. And it is clean water because there are some places you open the tap and it is what? What is coming out? Brown. You'll be like, what? What am I drinking? It looks cloudy, but you have clean, fresh, nice water. You're living large. Take care of those things. Your shelter, transportation, utility, you take care of that. Shelter, transportation, utility, and your food. Bam. You can go to the shop and buy food. Once all that is taken care of, everything is a luxury. Every other thing is like addition, really. You take care of that. And then now you can start to think about other things. The order that I like to teach is pay your tithes first. You give thanks to God for that money that He's giving you. He doesn't need your tithe, but it would be nice of you to give tithe. Give your tithe towards an organization or a place that nurtures you, that you get value from, that you get support from, right? Then once you've done that, you pay yourself. What do I mean when I say you pay yourself? You save. Then you start to take care of your four walls. You take care of your four walls because look, situation.com is going to happen. If you're broke and you're trying to get out of your brokenness.com, you're trying to get out of your paycheck to paycheck lifestyle, what do you do? Well, next time when you get your income and then you've paid your bills, your four walls, you've taken care of your four walls, your goal now is for you to now try to save £1,000 as quickly as possible. Don't come here and start telling me that, oh, but do you know how much it takes to save £1,000? It takes forever. Let me tell you something. If you're going to Starbucks, which I know some of you do, some people, they do go to Starbucks every day. They go for lunch and buy from Tesco foods. You might say, oh, but it's a meal deal. Yeah, I did calculate the meal deal situation. If you're getting the meal deal, now it's almost £4. Let's say you're getting the meal deal for £4 every day. You work Monday to Friday, £4 every day. That's £20 gone. You do that for a whole month. 20 times 4. Yeah. Okay. So that is just for lunch. And then you go to your Starbucks. I don't know about that. I have to Google how much it costs to get those drinks in from Starbucks. But let's say it's £5 for one of those couple things. £5 every day. And you know you don't just get one. So let's say you spend £10 getting the Starbucks situation every day. 5 days, 50, isn't it? 50. Yeah. So 20 plus 50, 70. Times that by 4. Yeah. So already you can save yourself £300 bound. And then you can start to look for other things where you're spending a lot of money. Perhaps maybe you go shopping, right? And your fridge is still packed full with food. Your pantry is still packed full with food. Why are you going shopping then? This is the bit that I don't even understand sometimes. Why are you going shopping when your fridge is packed full with food. And then 2 months later, you what? You now declutter the fridge and throw almost everything away. Waste.com. And yet there are poor people that need that food. That's another way you can save money. Check your fridge, check your pantry before you go shopping. Reduce the amount of money you spend in your shopping. You have to look through your shopping cart and see your pantry and see what you can save money. You can say, okay, maybe I'm going to try and see how we can use up everything this month. I'm not going to go shopping because maybe every month you spend maybe even £500 on shopping. Yeah, it's doable. It blows my mind sometimes, like when I see how much is spent on food, mind blowing. And yet you still have cupboards, cupboards full of food. Save £1,000 immediately. If you're like, no gospel, no, you're being too harsh. I cannot start cutting my food out. No, I need my Starbucks. It gives me life to the ninth degree. No, it gives me life without parole. I cannot. I cannot. Okay. Look in your house, look in your garage, and check and see. Are there things in your garage that you've not used that you can sell? There are things. There definitely. I can assure you that there are things in your garage that you don't use that you can sell. If you've not used it for 6 to 12 months, if you've not seen it for 6 to 12 months, you're not going to use it. So why are you still letting it clop, letting it clutter your house? Why? When you need the money, send it to get the money. You might say, oh, but it's not worth a lot. To you, it's not worth a lot. That's why you should sell it. Sell it on the Facebook thing, marketplace, eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, sell it. There's the other one as well. You sell it there. Have a garage sale, sell it. Car boot sale. Now the weather is getting nice. You you do it there. You sell it and raise money as quickly as possible. £1,000 raised up as quickly as possible. This should take you a month. And it does take people a month. That's why I know this, because my clients, it takes them a month, 3 weeks to 4 weeks. They've got the £1,000 or $1,000 saved up. That is your first emergency fund, your starter emergency fund. Then now you can if you've got debt, if you're broke, that means you have debt, isn't it? So you put your debt from the order of the smallest amount to the largest amount. I'm saying the smallest amount because when you pay off a small amount, it motivates you and say, oh wow, I did it. It motivates you to pay the next amount. So that's why I say put in order of smallest to largest. And then you pick up bit by bit. How do you eat an elephant? Yeah, exactly. One bite at a time. Start up eating the ears a bit. The ears are so big, you can start eating the ears little by little, right? You move on to the next ear. Then you go bit by bit, and then voila, you eating the whole thing, right? That is what you do with your debt. Bit by bit, you chip away at it. And the beauty of this method is that when you get rid of one, the oomph that it will give you to get rid of the other is just amazing. It's like they just put rocket fuel in your situation and then bam, you're like on fire doing it. Now you finish paying off your debt. Make sure you've made an agreement with yourself and your creator that you will never, ever go into debt. Never, ever use a credit card. Never, ever borrow. Never, ever go payday loan people. You say that to yourself and you never, ever do that again. Because now you don't want to be in that situation where you broke the coin. Mm-mm. Did it feel good? Does it feel good? When I remember when I was broke.com, it didn't feel good at all. Stressing all the time, worrying about money. Oh, I want to go here. Friends are calling you want to go there. Okay, then you now try and then to now show up, you go. You come back feeling all like, oh my God, where am I going to get my money for rent? That was so stressful. You cannot even sleep. You can't sleep. All that you keep thinking of is money, 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 money. Thinking of, but imagine going to bed and just knocked out. There nothing in your head. You're just knocked out for 8 hours. And then you wake up refreshed. Not the one that you will sleep and you wake up and you're like, I am so tired. You just woke up. Has it happened to you before? Mhm. Yep. It happened to this person right here. It has. So I know. Stressed out, overwhelmed, right? We don't want that life. How do we get that? Get out of it? How do we get to that be in a place where you can go to bed and be knocked out and wake up 8 hours later, super duper refreshed? You're not worrying about money. You're not worrying about where your next meal will be. Statistics show that in the UK, 9 million people, 9 million use their credit card to go shopping for food and pay utility bill. Credit card to stop living that broke life. Because there is a big difference between being poor and being broke. Being broke is you've got the money, but you used it unwisely. Where they're flexing and going to all these shops, buying things on credit, and the credit people, they know how to make money from people, charge them interest to their eyeball, 18.9%. That's almost 20%. So I buy something for £100, I'm going to give them back £120. That is painful. That is painful. This is £20 that I can use, right, to do my nails. Well, you can't really. Well, I can buy, yeah, I can actually buy my lip balm. Yeah, it costs £20. I can buy the lip balm. And then I'll now give it to a credit card company. No. I can use that £20, save it up to be in my lifestyle account. Every month I put £20, or every week I can put £20 in there, which then grow. Imagine how much you'll have at the end of 12 months. Yes. Think about it that way. Cut up your credit card. So, Lord, 25 minutes, I've got another clue. So, the difference between poor and being broke is huge. It's huge. Those in the Western world, in my opinion, are not poor. They just have a poor mindset. More so, they are broke. Those that are not in the Western world and are in the third world countries, sadly, they are poor. And then they also, some of them have a poor mindset. But there are some of them that they are poor and looking for a way out. And that's why you see the innovation that they come up with. And many of them that are lucky enough to be surrounded by people that will not oppress them emerge out of that situation and make something of themselves. Until next time, to your ongoing success.